And welcome to the Barrel Buddies. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm BJ. Please stand by. Do not adjust your television sets because you're here in the right place. Grab your Nuka Colas, Wastelander, because we're in the Fallout New Vegas Wasteland.
For those that aren't up with the times, the Fallout series on Amazon Prime is probably one of the best shows I've ever seen of all time.
Holy God.
And you're
that's
talking
saying
to someone
something.
that is hypercritical. If
That's
you know
saying
what I
something
mean.
because you don't follow the lore.
No, I don't. I haven't really. I played the video game, but not seriously.
Oh,
I
I haven't played
so-
seriously either.
really. I was like,
No,
wait a minute.
very
I'm like, I think you
seriously.
play for hundreds of hours. It took me a minute to connect.
Hundreds,
I'm like,
if not thousands of
yeah,
hours.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fallout 3, 4, New Vegas, 76, Tactics, Shelter. I'd play 1 and 2 if I could get 1 and 2. I just haven't gone like the thing, like the extra effort
Yeah.
to go out and get those games. Mostly, I really want to do it because Fallout 1 is from my hometown of Reno, Nevada. Fallout 1 is based in New Reno. Just saying.
That's amazing. That's really cool.
Kind of cool.
That is really cool.
But yes, one of the best TV shows in a long time.
So anyway, pretty much everybody, it's 2024. I'm sure every single one of you has Amazon Prime. You need to be watching this. Thus, you get free Prime Video. Thus,
Yeah.
you need to be watching one of the best shows that
Oh.
has ever been created.
So
The
good.
casting is fantastic.
The writing.
The writing,
So good.
it is so good. And this is coming from somebody that just knows very, very little about the series. And one thing I noticed when the first episodes started, where I guess when it first dropped, people on Reddit were, of course, up in arms, pitchforks,
trolling a little bit. Yeah, I agree.
They say, "Oh, it's not faithful to the lore. It's not." Do you have any comment? Like, do you say that people just need to
So,
go with it,
No, listen.
or
Here's what I think.
they've made a better story because they went this route?
I
don't
think
know.
that those incels that were raising pitchforks are just mad because it's not some lone wanderer dude.
yeah, a
out
lot of
there
a lot of
packing
people,
heavy gear.
a lot of people are
shooting
worried about
super
that.
mutant. Listen,
Yeah.
I love that it was a female who leaves the vault to go out there and find her way.
It adds to the
It's so
quirkiness element
perfect.
in a good way.
It's so
I think
perfect.
it does.
You can be a female in
Yeah,
Fallout. That's one of the things. And I actually choose to play as a female because I really like the perk.
Oh, you do now.
I do.
That's why.
Because there's a great perk.
there's a perk
There's a great perk.
in the game.
Well, you can be a lady
I was like, you
killer,
can use both bathrooms. You don't have to
Or
wait in line.
you could be a Black Widow, right? And you get this great perk where you actually kill a lot of guys. There's actually a lot of bad guys that are men.
Oh.
So it's actually it
Oh,
behooves
it's
you to be a female.
Beneficial. Oh, there's
and
like
get
a
the widow's perk,
strategy.
and then you get damage perks against guys.
What a great game.
It's so good, and it's choose your own adventure. That game is really
Yeah,
choose your own
yeah.
adventure. Every decision you make changes everything. You can replay and replay and replay and never get the same outcome. You also get a whole different set of quests. There's a great moment actually in the show. I don't know if you caught it, which
What's
is
that?
there's another law of the Wasteland, which is thou shalt be stricken with those bunch of side quests of bullshit.
What?
It's not exactly right, but I thought it was hilarious because there's also just a shit ton of side quests in that.
Well, then that isn't that part of the game where you can just, you don't have to follow the main story.
Oh,
You can just
never.
go bebop off and
Yes.
do whatever.
In true
Yeah.
role-playing standard, you really can be however
Whatever.
you want to be.
Yeah.
But one of the things you have to do in this game
is have a Nuka Cola.
You have to. Well, you definitely have to have a Nuka Cola. You also have to eat and drink to stay alive.
This is true.
This is a
It's
game
vital
mechanic
to the game.
that is really
You-
important. And you
Yep.
can't just live off of what you find because there's radiation.
Well, there's a lot of rad water. If you watch the
Yeah.
show, you see our lead there
Really picking up on the
bite the
old,
bullet and find that open. What is it, like some tire? It was like a tire cut in half.
Yeah,
that is
and
like
she's like
that's all the
freaking out of it.
radiation like coming from
her
it.
Geiger counter is like peaking.
And then Goggins does the like, that's it. There you go.
There's my girl.
He's such a good
That's
actor.
my little
He's
killer.
such a good actor.
But you got to prepare a lot of the stuff. One of the cool game mechanics is that you have to prepare your food. You have to
This is
prepare
true.
your drinks.
Right.
And one of the very famous drinks made, of course, with whiskey and or
Thankfully.
bourbon, which
Thankfully.
you can find in this game
Yeah.
and does have certain effects on you, makes you drunk, gives you charisma,
Oh, of course.
Gives you that riz.
Naturally.
gives you that riz, is a Dirty Wastelander.
A Dirty Wastelander.
A Dirty
It sounds
Wastelander.
very highly toxic. I can't wait.
Oh, it's not. It's your typical bourbon recipe.
Okay.
And so here's what a Dirty Wastelander.
Yeah, what's a Dirty
effectively
Wastelander?
Is a Dirty Wastelander is your standard found bourbon. Something called a mute fruit. Okay, a mutated fruit, which the closest that we can get to is a blackberry.
Oh, it does kind of look, mutated if you really
Okay.
look at them. They do
And of
look
course,
strange.
Nuka Cola.
Oh,
Nuka Cola, which is found, of course, all throughout the wasteland.
that bottle almost looks like you just borrowed it from the set, by the way.
Maybe I did.
like
I might know a guy.
I'm floored on how accurate this, what do they call it? What do they call like a prop? That's it.
How accurate
I
my
don't wanna
prop
say
is?
How accurate your prop is.
Thanks.
They sell them on eBay. You
But
can
the
get
Dirty
props or whatever.
Wastelander,
Dirty
listen,
Wastelander.
The Dirty Wastelander on its own, I'm sure would be fine, but it's really close to a cocktail that you could order at
That I hold
any
dearly.
bar here around you, here, not just in town, but anywhere. And it's a pretty famous cocktail with bourbon. Do you know what it is? Do you see the ingredients in front of you?
I
Blackberries,
do, because
limes, bourbon.
first of all, one of my favorite cocktails of all time is the one and only Sinatra Smash.
Oh, you're on it.
Okay. So knowing that you have 85% of those ingredients in front of you, I'm going to say you are doing a wonderful take off a bourbon smash,
Right.
which is what it's normally known as.
Now, a bourbon smash though is typically with citrus only. It's like a more it's like the original let's call it a whiskey sour,
Oh, I didn't know that.
right? So original bourbon smash is like lemons muddled with some
Oh.
sugar, and then you
Oh.
pour bourbon on it and maybe top with some soda.
There you go.
The
It's like-
original bourbon smash. Okay.
okay.
And then what we end up getting later on down the roads is a whiskey sour, which you prepared sweet and
Yep.
sour mix,
Yep.
right? Which is essentially lemon, lime, sweet, or simple. Makes it a lot easier, a lot quicker to do. But then we get into some other smashes, particularly the blackberry smash. where you add blackberries, raspberries. One of the big key things, and you might have caught it, and if you didn't, is you take your wedge, your citrus wedge. In this case, we're using limes, and you add your wedge to your muddle mixture. So what I did was I added about 6 to 7 blackberries. We're doing 2 cocktails here, and I'm just muddling that with 2 lime wedges, muddling it directly down here into the bottom of our Boston shaker.
Very good. It's very classic cocktail, reminiscent. So I talked a little bit about one of my favorite drinks is the Sinatra Smash. So that hails obviously from Las Vegas at a very wonderful bar, but I'm not giving it away because I need you guys to just come out in Vegas and find it.
Yeah, just figure it out.
But they use they actually use a few additional ingredients. And one of their main ingredients that they use that I don't see here today is
Shampoo.
Jeez. Oh my god. And I
remember
didn't look
my
that
first
one up, but
cocktail.
you said champagne. Sorry,
so I'm gonna do
Chambord. Wow.
an ounce and a half of bourbon.
Jeez,
You do
Contro.
2 ounces of regular bourbon, but we're going to use some barrel proof spirit here.
Chambord.
Which one would you like to use? We've got the foolproof
I
store
want the
pick
Old Forester
or the old
going
faux.
bougie. Old
Okay.
faux.
So in this case, we're going
No
to do this-
offense, really quick, to the foolproof
No.
1792. I mean, it holds its own, but it's no OF barrel proof.
That's fine.
And you're
So I'm
making a
gonna do,
cocktail, so we want it to be something good.
I'm going to do
really good.
3 full ounces here
Oh,
because we want it to taste good.
Well, this is a wonderful pick from our friends over at Liquor Lineup. One of their amazing Old Forester barrel proof picks that they do occasionally throughout the year. So go hit those guys up if you're here local.
Fill
What?
your glass.
It's a great shop. There we go. A little higher up. It's very amateur shake. There we go. There we go. There we go.
How long do you shake your cocktail, Jimmy?
I have no idea. Don't you sing a song? There's like a song.
I don't know.
don't
Some
know.
people sing a song. Typically, it's 60 to 90 seconds.
We're not, that. With the power of video, we can just fast forward it. Be like, oh,
We're going to use
see you
a
1 minute
shaker
later.
strainer
Yeah.
rather than a regular strainer. Shaker strainer will work.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice color.
Yeah. We should have grabbed like a little one of those Pellegrino, and we should have topped off.
No, because the Dirty Wastelander, good friend,
Okay.
would not be a Dirty Wastelander.
Oh, because that's what we're adding to it. Oh,
have your
I'll
good
remember
old
the Nuka
American.
Cola. Nuka Cola.
Nuka Cola.
Yeah. There it is.
Top with Nuka
Oh.
Cola.
So for our friends out there that can't get a hold of Nuka Cola, what is a acceptable substitute to the
Your cola of choice. Garnish with a
oh
fresh sprig of
beautiful
mint
garnish.
and enjoy. I mean, listen, if you're out on the wasteland, you're not going to be like a solid mixologist. You just need something that's going to get you to
just
the next
wing it.
day.
You just gotta wing it.
Something to get you to the next day,
Yeah.
get you to the next vault, to get you through the Raiders.
Very good.
Hey, not too shabby. That things I
Yeah.
could say to make this better. I'd probably up the cocktail or the liquor strength on this.
Wow. I'd probably add a little bit more.
That's what I'm saying. I think it needs a floater.
It does need a floater. Okay, that's a great floater.
Needs a floater.
Okay.
Really combat those sweet berry flavors.
Yeah, it did.
You know,
That's a problem now. Throw some more rocks in there, and that's a big problem.
oh, that's not a problem, sir.
That is.
That's a solution. Always drink responsibly. Oh, yeah, I'll be having those as I finish the series tonight.
Is there any more cubes in that shaker? Or
Oh.
are they all exhausted? If I get a couple.
Yeah, but you got to deal with the bloody mess inside.
Forget it. Forget that. Forget that. Anyway, this is
Muddled
solid.
mess.
This is good.
Not a bad cocktail. There's a lot of other cocktails that come from the Fallout universe, but this is one of the better ones, and it's definitely one that comes with the bourbon and or whiskey perk. Have you watched the new Fallout show yet? Leave us a comment.
Yeah.
Tell us below.
I plowed through it. I just got through them yesterday.
I love that you loved it so much too. It made me so happy that you were a big fan.
It's fantastic. It's incredibly written, great story. And I appreciated that I didn't know a lot about the show or the game. So I didn't have to make those weird correlations and be that guy on the internet where he's like, it should have been a he and the dog meat should have done this. And you're just like, okay, it doesn't really matter.
You're like, sure, okay,
It doesn't need to follow exactly anyway.
you're correct.
I think,
Yeah,
and
this
I
is a
thought it
new
was
story.
fantastic.
It's a new story in different stories, different perspectives, and that's the joy of the wasteland. You know.
Hey, so can you tell me, is all of the shenanigans going on like in the vault related to the game story? Is that how it kind of played out too?
yeah. So
That's nuts.
one of my
You learn
favorite
about management and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't want, you haven't finished it, so I don't want to go too.
Vault-Tec
far
is a
into it.
terrible.
So
terrible.
for those that are unaware, this is the series of a few recorded shows that the Beeger and I will be doing.
Recorded shows, not live?
Not live shows.
What's that
so
about?
you have to prepare yourself for, well, you're going to be the world traveler over there. And you're going
Shucks.
to have some wonderful, amazing content for our viewers that can only be seen if you watch, like, and subscribe to us. I got to throw in the shtick.
Ding, ding.
Otherwise, you're not going to catch it. And I'm going to throw you on another platform. He will be live on Instagram.
I will.
If you follow us at the Barrel Buds over there.
That's correct.
To catch all of his antics at all hours of the night.
Nailed
Because
it.
he will be posting live, I'm sure, at like 4 a.m.
Yeah,
and it's probably 5 p.m. somewhere.
Yeah.
He's drinking.
I'm going to be 8 hours ahead, if not
Okay.
9 hours ahead
Right.
at certain points, because I will pass the GMT
Yeah.
at a certain point of my trip. But yeah, please follow us at the Barrel Buds on Instagram. 'cause
Catch
I will
all
be
those shows.
posting a lot of stuff, and then when I come back, then I'll edit that all together.
Yep.
And then we'll be dropping some shows about some of those shenanigans.
So yeah, so this is you're gonna get the next couple of weeks of recorded shows. So that means no interactive chat. Unfortunately, we all
But
love you dearly.
leave us a comment.
Yeah, in lieu of
below.
your regular chatting
Give us
antics.
a hello.
Yeah, throw some love in the comments. Just be a
That
hello.
photo was good.
Hello, period. Just that's all you need to do. Like hello
Oh,
world.
there you go.
There you have it. We're not obviously doing a rating on this cocktail, but I am looking forward to Crown Blackberry. Is that where I'm supposed to say this? Even though I've already had it.
Yes.
Okay. He's like, what?
I'm looking forward to this Crown Blackberry show that's coming up. I'd give it.
Hey, I'm really looking forward to this Crown Blackberry. Oh, and you know what? We found that it's really, really good for mixing in cocktails. Spoiler alert.
I'd give this cocktail 5 Blue Star Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps out of 5.
All right. I also give it 5 bottle caps out of 6. So 5 out of 6.
That's it.
You gave it 5 out of 5?
Yeah.
It's like the new star rating. We're expanding it. 7 stars. For the Barrel Buddies, I'm Jimmy.
And I'm
There we
BJ.
go.
Stay alive out there, Wastelanders, and tune in to the Barrel Buddies every week.
This is where you cue the old-timey voice and the violin or fiddle that they're playing. That's
And they go, I don't want to
want to
set the world on fire.
Exactly. That's it.
I just want to light a flame in your heart.
Cut. We're out. Farewell, Barrel Buddies. Great.